to our fifth video lesson, Sumer No More, lesson 3.07. So today's details are Human Odyssey reading pages 78 to 81. Remember, it's very important to read your book to kind of tie everything together from the flip video and what you learn in class. Your student guide workbook pages 71 to 72. Although there's pages on there, there's nothing to fill in on those pages. It's just basic information. Do complete your OMS lesson. And then about the topic, we're going to be talking about Sumer's decline. As with all ancient civilizations, there's kind of a high point, a middle, and a low, and that's where we're at. We're at Sumer's low, the decline. So we're going to our objectives for today, describe the concept of a millennium, identify the major geographic and political reasons for Sumer's decline, and then recognize examples of the interaction between humans and their environments. Introduction, Sumer No More. 1,000 years, a millennium, it's hard to imagine. After Sumer reached its height, it continued to thrive for 1,000 years. Eventually, however, a complex combination of geographic and physical factors led to the decline of this remarkable civilization. There was not one single reason for the decline of Sumer, but many that had occurred over a time period, or a period of time. So, salinization was a big reason for the decline of Sumer. Salinization is a buildup of salts in the soil, and it's caused by long periods of irrigation and or flooding. Sumer's land became less fertile and crops no longer grew well in the once fertile plain. And so if you take a look at this picture right down here, you can see salinization is still a problem in this area of the world today. So we're talking about the Middle East, modern day Iraq, that area in there. Soil degradation in irrigated fields. So if we take a look at this here, we see salinization. Right here, we see waterlogging and salinization. Waterlogging is kind of an overflooding of water, and then when that water evaporates, you've got a bunch of salt that's left, and that salt gets into the ground and doesn't make it good for growing crops. Cities grew to city-states, and territories overlapped. Wars between the city-states were often long, hard, and brutal. Outsiders attacked. While the Sumer civilization was growing, there were still herdsmen and nomads wandering the Fertile Crescent. Unfortunately for the Sumerians, these outsiders would attack and rob the Sumerian cities. So there was a lot of, in earlier civilizations, a lot of lack of law and order. And as you can see here, there's no student guide pages to complete today. So you do need to make sure you have your reading complete, pages 78 to 81 in your Human Odyssey book. Some vocabulary to help you understand the lesson. Geographic is based on or derived from the physical features of an area. Decline is typically of something regarded as good, becomes smaller, fewer, or less. It decreases. A millennium is a period of 1,000 years, especially when calculated from the traditional date of the birth of Christ. And then political is relating to the government or the public affairs of a country. And here we come to our quote section. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. And that was said by a former president, John F. Kennedy. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, stay positive, stay fighting, stay brave, stay ambitious, stay focused, and stay strong. Have an amazing day.